What up, fellow agents? PurePrime here, back again with another build. And yes, you saw it right, 99% weapon damage and 100% DTE. This is so much fun. Are you ready? Let's go! Welcome to my build, guys. This is a 10-11 build and I focused on power. So I focused on weapon damage and on DTE then, of course. And a little bit of survivability with that Perfect Unbreakable. And let's start with this Perfect Unbreakable. This is a vest for 47.5k armor. Of course, it's a Badger Tough because the only place where a Perfect Unbreakable can roll on is Badger. That Badger Tough will give me a 7% damage to elites. I got 26.5k health on there. I rolled 15% weapon damage and 9% headshot damage. Of course, then perfectly unbreakable, that 100% armor back. And I got a red and a blue mod on there. One red mod of 1% weapon damage, 5% assault rifle damage and 2% marksman rifle damage. The second one is a defensive one, and as you can see, I'm still choosing for explosive resistance because I have a lot more mods that are way higher in armor than this, because this is only 2k armor, 2% total armor, but that 12% explosive resistance is very nice to have. Then we're going over to my mask because I wanted to get a Fenris mask with hard hitting, and as you can see, I rolled 55% damage to elites on there. So this roll with my hard hitting give me 80% total DTE. So I only need 20% to get to that 100. So it's pretty damn good mask. I love to have it a little bit higher up in health, but this is pretty nice. Of course, I'm doing this for the 10% assault rifle damage. This has an armor of 21.4k and I can't get a mod on here, of course. Then I went for the gloves, of course, from Alp Summit, because I can get a red mod on there and it has a red attribute, or yeah, it can roll one attribute. So I got 20% skill haste from the Alps, of course, 20.3k armor on the gloves. I rolled that 12% assault rifle damage on there, and this time I chose for weapon damage, so devastating. I got a few more with, for example, headshot damage. I'm loving that as well, and in the near future I'm gonna see if Wicked maybe is something, because I'm playing with a Hive and with Sadis on my gun. But let's get back to this one. I got one mod on there, and that's 1.5% weapon damage, 1% damage to armor and 4% assault rifle damage. Then guys, the rest is Ghillie Guard, as you can see. So I went for a 3-piece Ghillie Guard, and not that 3-piece Ghillie Guard for that 15% pulse power, because I got this backpack and I'm loving this backpack. It has 14% total armor and 5.5k armor on it already, and I rolled a 10.5% weapon damage on there. This is a Gilead backpack, just like I explained, and this has 42.1k armor on there. It has hardened on there, so 15% armor extra. So this backpack will give me 29% total armor on me. Then of course Spark with that 9 reds. And I got an offensive and a defensive mod on here. 1% weapon damage, 5% assault rifle damage, 2% rifle damage, and for the defensive 5k armor, 3.5% total armor and only 2% explosive resistance. And then let's get over to my knee pads, guys. On the knee pads I have 24.3k armor in total from the Ghillie Guard. Attribute already on there from 11% and I rolled destructive on there for that extra explosive damage. It helps me a lot with that proc for my secondary, the Merciless of course, and I'm rocking the specialization with the grenade launcher, so that's very fun to play with. And then I got 2 defensive mods on here, one 2.5k armor, 6% explosive resistance and 3.5% total armor. I got 5k armor, 1k armor on kill and 3.5% total armor. And then guys, for the last piece, my holster, this beautiful piece. I got 2 blues on there and 11k armor on kill, and I got a health roll of 43k on there, where the highest is 45, so I'm very lucky to have this. But then guys, we can have of course 2 red mods on the GOOO guard holster. And look at this. This will give me combined a weapon damage of 2% extra, 2% extra pistol damage, 2% shotgun damage and 12% assault rifle damage guys, and I'm loving these 2 mods. And I play with 2 guns just like I explained, the Merciless, and I picked up a very hard hitting invisible hand guys. Look at this, 27.4k damage with an RPM of 782 and a mag of 50. If you're looking at my custom, this is the highest custom that I have. It's 26.4k, so it's a k higher than my custom in a damage. Then it has a higher RPM, of course, because you got that perfect Allegro on there. And then I rolled Sadist on there, deal 30% damage to bleeding enemies. After 3 kills, applies bleed to the next enemy you hit. Of course I can go for another choice. You can go with whatever, with Ranger or something like that, or you want to go with Strength for your critical hit damage to raise it. But I went for Sadist because yeah, I love to throw that hive around and everybody's bleeding. So I chose for that 30% weapon damage to bleeding enemies. Recharged is the 3rd talent on there. While equipped, skills deploy at full armor have 25% duration, charges and ammo. So that means when I'm full up on armor, my skills will have a 25% extra duration, charges and ammo. That's very nice. So for example, if you got shot and you go in cover, you have full armor again, you heal up, you have full armor again. You got that recharged. You throw your hive, then you get hit again. That hive will still have 25% duration, 25% charges and 25% extra ammo because you threw it when you have recharged active. Then I went for the mods on here, 8% damage to elites for the holo sight, of course 20 rounds extra minus 10% reload speed. Critical hit chance on there with the laser pointer and 5% damage to elites on the muzzle brake. Then the secondary is the Merciless, and of course, like everybody should know, this brutality, while holstered, landing a shot has 5% to deal 100% damage as explosive damage. This is very nice, and of course to get that spark proccing. For my handgun, I got that lightning rod with the perfect salvage on there. It's not that I'm using it, but I rolled stop, drop and roll on here because I'm loving this. Just roll away when you are on fire or bleeding or you got hit by that poison. And then I chose for this big fella, our grenade launcher. You see, it does almost 1.2 million damage with one freaking grenade, so that is very nice. And that's not the only thing that's nice about this Demolitionist. You're not only shooting for 1.2 million a grenade, but you have this fragmentation grenade as well that deals damage and causes people to bleed. Next to that we have of course that 25% increased explosive damage, and that will affect explosive grenades, skills and effects. Next to that, we have increased burn resistance of 20%, so that's always nice. But look at this, guys. When armor is reduced to 0, refills all main weapons ammo. And this is very nice, because when you're in battle and a heavy is shooting on you and he depletes your armor, you get your ammo back, but you're rocking Perfectly Unbreakable, so you get 100% of armor back as well. So you will get ammo back and armor back. This is a very nice thing. Just like this one. Ignore explosions can only trigger once every 60 seconds. And everybody knows those explosions hit hard after TU6. If I can take one explosion to ignore every 60 seconds, I'm taking it. And then guys, the stats. Let's get over to the stats. The weapon damage is 27.3k weapon damage, guys. The PvP weapon damage is almost up 90k. The critical hit chance is 5%. Critical hit damage is 25%. Headshot damage is 64%. I got a range of 27 meters, a reload time of 2.2 seconds, and a minus 10% reload speed bonus. Then, and this is lovely, guys. You already seen it in the thumbnail, but let's go to the offense. I got 99% raw damage, guys. So 63% assault rifle damage and 36% all weapon damage bonus. And in my opinion, you can combine these because that's your raw damage. That's just your damage without everything proccing. So your raw damage. And this is up to 99%, guys. I would love to show it you at 100%. But I can still find the higher mods. I'm glad with that 2.6%. Don't get me wrong. But I would love to show you with that 100%. Then 15% LMG damage bonus. A little 2% shotgun. 17% marksman rifle. 2% pistol. 2% rifle. And then 100% damage to elites. Oh yes, man. You're cutting through them like butter, guys. It's so much fun. 1% armor damage, 29% health damage, 65% explosive damage. As you can see, through my tier 3 explosive damage from my specialization, and that 40% destructive. Then all the gear talents I already showed you, the brand set as well. And then the total armor is on 327k. An armor on kill of 12.5k. And then the max health is on 106k. A health generation of 53k. And then we have an explosive resistance of 22.07%. A pulse resistance because yeah, every specialization has that of 50%, and then a little 20% hazard protection, and only the burn has 20% extra because we have that from our specialization, that extra 20% burn resistance. Then we're going over to the skills. Yeah, that hive skill. I got a little bit 20% skill haste from only that helps. But let's get back to it because I forgot to show you my skills. It's not that special, of course, because yeah, we have that 0 yellows. So yeah, this isn't much. This isn't doing shit for my hive. I'm only using it to get, for example, the bleed up and to disperse the enemies. I don't need that heal. I'm healing myself with the cam launcher, and that's exactly the same. I got 0 cam launcher skill power, and I don't care because it has 50k armor regeneration or armor repair, and in my opinion that is enough with 330k armor and the Perfect Unbreakable. But that's it, guys. Lovely build, I love to play with it, and I love to know if you are rocking this build as well. Just hit up the comments and I will try to react to all of you. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit that subscribers button. And of course the notification bell. PurePrime out.